Welcome to the Daily Energize Podcast, where you'll get a jolt of energy and a quick tip to help you conquer your day. Now here's your host, the Prince of Positivity himself, Spencer Jones.
Hey, Energizer, happy Friday. Yes, it's Friday. And yes, if you listen to yesterday's episode and know that I batch record these on Wednesday, it is Wednesday when I'm recording this, so it's on a Wednesday, and I'm wishing you a happy Friday. It is what it is. But any case, this episode did come out on a Friday. Whether or not you're listening to it, it's a different story. If you're listening to it on Friday, that is. But thank you for being here, joining me, and listening to the Daily Energize. If you know anyone who could benefit from this podcast in any way, shape, or form, please suggest it to them. Please let them know about it and, go on their phone and subscribe them to it so they get it, and then have them listen to it because hopefully we can help them on their journey. Now, today's episode is all about reflection. And we talked about reflection earlier this week. We talked about reflecting other people's emotions and feelings and being that lighthouse, right? To be that person that shares love, light, kindness, all those good things. And then people can reflect from that. Well, today's reflection is a little different, right? That was more reflecting. Today's more reflection. And I invite you to reflect on this last week. It could be Sunday if you want through today, or my thought is more Monday through today, but you do whatever works for you. How did it go? How was this week? If you were to give this week a rating of 1 being horrible, and let's do 23 for being amazing, how would it be? Would it be a 1, or would it be a 23, or would it be somewhere in between? Now, whatever number you pick is okay. It's how you perceived your week. My question is, what went well this week? As you reflected, what were some of the positives, the things that went well that made that number higher? And then, what were some of the things that didn't go so well, that made that number lower? What led into those different circumstances? Now, I realize you probably can't answer all of these things right now. So I invite you to reflect on this throughout the day. Maybe even take a little bit of time as you're enjoying a coffee or driving into work or heading home or whatever it is, to think about this, to contemplate. What was going well? Or what went well this last week? What led into that? What helped build into those moments? Was it a lot of prep work beforehand? Was it just a random happenstance? Or were you in the right place at the right time? Was your mindset right in that moment? And what could you do to have that happen more often? To have more of those positive moments? You're not trying to change anything or feel bad that you could have done stuff better. No. Or just looking at the good moments for right now. What could you do to keep that going in the future? To help put you in that place more often. And then, for the negative things, the things that brought that number down, things that happened that weren't so good, what led into those situations, those moments? And what can you do to avoid those, or to not get in those, this next week? Or anytime in the future? This is what I feel we need to do, and do it regularly, once a week. Even better if we do it every day. Just reflect. Hey, what went well? Great. What led into that? How can I keep those things happening? And sometimes you see things that you can repeat, sometimes not. That's okay. But at least we're becoming more aware, and then we can choose to implement it. And then, what didn't go so well? Okay. What led into that? So we know not to repeat that, or how to change it or adjust it if it comes up again in the future. Right? You can almost think about this as taxes. Dun, dun, dun. Right? Horrible taxes. All right. Your taxes happen every year. So you're like, okay, I have to, tax season's coming. I have to pay taxes in, or I get paid, or maybe we break even, or whatever. Now, you could prep that stuff. If you're used to paying in and paying your taxes during tax time, right? You have to owe the government, whatever. Then you can do some prep work, pay in more throughout the year, so that at that time of the year, you don't pay anything or as much, or maybe get a refund. it's kind of planning ahead. So, okay, we know that that's coming. What can we do to work ahead of that? Well, same thing in your life. That's probably a really bad analogy to use taxes, but hopefully you got the idea across. That what can you do knowing that, hey, some rough situations are going to come up, some positive ones are also going to come up. What can you do to minimize those negative ones and amplify the good ones? It's not saying that there's never going to be any bad moments. No, there are. There's still going to be struggles. But what can you do to minimize the negative impact it has on your life? And what can you do to amplify those good ones? Realistically. Like, oh yeah, great, if I had $1 million, this would be great. Okay, cool. That'd be amazing. Keep working and wishing for it and doing the stuff to make it happen. But outside of that, what can you do even without that to make those moments better? Sometimes we get so lost in just dreaming big and doing that. I'm all for dreaming big, but we have to do the work now to make those things happen. Because remember, happiness doesn't come from things. I guess happiness can come from things and moments and different things along those lines. But joy, the deeper, bigger, stronger, more impactful feeling and emotion than happiness. Happiness is fleeting. Joy doesn't come from those things. Joy comes from the experiences, from letting those moments sink in and feeling that joy, that love in your heart, feeling your heart smile. So, how can you have more joy? What brought you joy this last week? How can you do that more? Or get and experience joy in other things? Just something to think about, something to reflect on. So, I'm going to let you go. Take some time to reflect. No, I love you. I appreciate you. Have an amazing day. Have an amazing weekend. Keep shining bright. And I can't wait to chat with you on Monday. So have an amazing day. Hit follow and subscribe. And until next time, I will catch you later. Do you know that we put together a variety of events, retreats, and experiences, all aimed at helping you step into your light and shine bright? Well, if not, now you know. We do things like a winter yoga retreat, meditation experience, Crush and Conquer, where we build courage and confidence. Even we have one-day events, all aimed to help you shine bright. Well, if you are curious and want to learn more about the cool events we have, just check out our website. We are jonesin4.com. So we are, W-E-A-R-E, Jonesin4, Jonesinfor.com. We are jonesin4.com, and check out the amazing events. Katie and I would love to see you at one of them, or all of them, right? And they're cool because we have stuff that's big, 150 plus people, down to 4 to 12. Nice intimate setting. So if that interests you and you want to come hang out and step into your light even more, make sure you go to wearejonesin4.com. All right, thank you so much and have an awesome day.